Today, boys, I'll be teaching y'all how to use Hulk just like this. Oh my gosh. Out the air is crazy. And he's really fun to use. Like, look at that. I'm tracking Coon out the sky. And the gameplay speaks for itself other than these SpongeBob baby ass punches.
Gary, I'm absorbing his blows like I was made of some kind of spongy material.
Besides from those punches, today I will be giving y'all a complete guide on how to use Hulk, especially for my controller players. So let's get straight into the video.
So first you have to understand the character, right? So Hulk is a diving character. So he's not really a frontline character. What frontline is the guys that help push up to get the objective, right? And in order to make that push with a team, you need a frontline tank that can do damage long range. It can put shield up and have their DPSs do damage. But that's besides the point, right? What I'm saying is Hulk is more of a 2-tank player, somebody that can help him through his absence. Not saying you can't just play frontline, but it's a lot harder for your team when you're the only tank and they're trying to make a push and they're going against a Doctor Strange or somebody with a wall and they can't shoot through the wall because the other DPS is putting damages. So be aware, if you play competitive, it's going to be very hard if you're solo tanking. Maybe in the low ranks it might be a little easier, but if you're solo tanking with Hulk, unless you have like an Iron Man or another tank that will allow you to actually be a dive character, then it's going to be very hard for you to do your job, because your team is going to want you to play frontline with a person that's not. So I'm just letting you know before you learn this character what he's meant for and what he's supposed to do. So let's get straight to step number 1. The first thing you want to do is go to your settings, go to control and combat, select individual marvels, and then what it allows you to do is change all your binds, and it allows you to set it whatever you want. But you want to look for a setting where it says hold to activate incredible leap. What holding means, you hold L2 the entire time to charge your leap, but when you turn it off, all you have to do is tap it to initiate the leap, and then you tap it again to leap, like that. I prefer the meta way is to tap it and tap again, but when I first started playing Hulk, I was holding the L2 button to leap. I feel like I have more control that way. Also, if you want to learn how to jump through wall to wall, you want to jump, hold L2 to stay on the wall like this. You can use this to dive on teams. You also can jump wall to wall or jump in a higher surface to track Iron Man out the sky. So it's really ideal, and you can practice this so you can get better at doing it. So if you want to get better, here's what you do. You want to go to the practice range and practice with the robots that's set inside of the practice range. There's also a tunnel that you can use to set up like real heroes in the game. So you might struggle with Iron Man, or you might struggle with Raccoon. As you can see, you can spawn a hero, set it to whatever setting you want. So I like to set it randomly, so it won't be that predictable. And I like to turn the timer off and just take my time with the game. As you can see, this is how you do it. And then you start it with the other one right here. And what it allows you to do is practice on your tracking. Like you see, I'm tracking Iron Man out there using my Exile utility, right? So whenever you want to enter a fight with Hulk, you always want to look for putting damage to the opponent before entering the fight. What's going to put you at an advantage? So for example, watch this clip right here. I paralyzed Hawkeye so I could kill his healer and then move on to him. Instead of trying to kill Hawkeye, let's just say there was a 1v2 situation. I knew if I exiled him, I can go straight for the healers, because it takes about at least 5-6 seconds for them to break the exile, and by the time I'm finished with the healer, he's gonna get cleaned up by my teammates. That's a perfect example of using your utilities smartly. This is another example of using your utilities smartly. I knew he had about 6-7 seconds left, so what I did was wait back up and exiled him, just because he wouldn't have the shield around him as a tank, and then I quickly cleaned him up. Let's look at it from my perspective. He turns into a tank. You see that blue stuff around him is going down. I exiled him just so it can go fully all the way down. He puffs down, and then I quickly clean him up. Now let's talk about using your bubble effectively, right? So you want to keep your bubble for tough situations, because obviously a tank, you're there to take some damage. You're not a meathead. You want to obviously do some damage. So let's show us some examples where I used the bubble. Okay, so right here, I'm engaged into a fight right now. I see Doctor Strange, and I see that I feel like it was gonna pop an ult, so I put the shield around him to block the ult and clean up the kills. As you can see, I brought him down, and me and Thor finished our kills. So it's very important for you to use your shield effectively, especially in tough situations. Like this clip right here, I was trying to finish off Doctor Strange, as you can see, and then I see Star-Lord pop his ult, so I use my shield to take some damage and get away effectively. So using your shield, which is 250 health, by the way, it was 300 at first, but they nerfed it, is very, very important. So let's look at this last example about this bubble topic, right? Punisher has the Ricky shotgun in his hand, and he's trying to blow my head off. So what I did was I put the bubble around him to negate 2 of those shots, and once he broke the bubble, he was dead. Now let's talk about going Hulk form. You can only get ultimate Hulk form if you only, obviously get your ultimate, which is the yellow things at the bottom. What you don't want to do is waste your ultimate. And even when you have your ultimate, you don't want to grab like this, especially when they have the full team shooting at you, because you're taking damage just to kill one person. So that's a no-no. What you want to do instead is take advantage of your melee damage boost from 40 to 70 in Ultimate Hulk form. And what they call it is juggling. What it allows you to do is hit people in the air, and you can trap people in the air and pull them down with you like this. Like, it's almost like playing Street Fighters, right? It's better for you to do that and use your mobility with Hulk than just stand still and try to slam people. You see what I'm saying? So here's some examples of me using a joggle in a real game. Now you're probably wondering, what in the fuck did I just watch? Well, let's rewind it, okay? I turned to Ultimate Hulk form because I was aggressive in the back line, knowing that I had my ult. So I popped it just to make this last push for my team. I knew my team was behind me, and I was low on health. But I don't randomly just pop the ult. My team is here, so I pop my ult, and now I'm looking to push these guys back. As you can see, I'm swatting. You see it's moving people back in the air, keeping them off the spawn. Now I'm joggling, try to kill Peter. I see Spider-Man try to run away, so I went to finish him because he was low on health. Then I exiled Magneto because he's a very important tank, because he can bubble people and keep people from taking damage. Now I'm just trying to swat as many people as I can, and it worked out for my team. So let's look at another example. Watch one of my recent highlights of me also juggling. What wasn't more so me juggling? As I said, I was getting aggressive in the back line. I basically was trying to push them off the point. I tried to take it out one of their takes, try to push them off the map, but it didn't work. So I was just trying my best to get all of them off the point, and I ended up taking one of their healers out. I actually survived this moment right here. I put the shield and I left, but it didn't show it. So that's why it's so important to use your ult as efficiently as possible. Now I'm going to show y'all a combo in Hulk form, Ultimate Hulk form, if you do decide to grab. What's a good combo to finish your opponent off? So let's get straight to it. So you want to turn to Hulk form. You want to grab first, okay? Once you grab, once the animation plays, you want to hit, axe out, then clap. Let's look at it one more time. I slam him, I joggle him, exile him, and then I clap. I missed my exile, but you get the point. You get the point of the combo. And finally, let's get straight into the animation cancel. So you can animation cancel one of your utilities, jump, and then when you land them, you can melee. So you can get that first damage off in a fight. So how you want to do it is whatever you want to use. So if you want to use clap, you want to clap and then jump at the same time. It counts. You see, it cancels the animation out. Then you can drop into the fight with some damage, and you will be at an advantage. So let's look at this in full speed to see how it looks full speed. So melee, jump. Again, you want to use your utility before you jump, then you melee. So that's how you animation cancel Hulk. Appreciate y'all for watching. This is the end of the video, and there's going to be a lot more Marvel Rivals content coming to this channel. It's your boy Hargo Vids, and I'm out. Peace.